foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
All right, Coach. Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Let's go, baby.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
Back to football. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, it's King. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Ready? Go against the mic. Switch up, switch up. Check, check. Locky.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz. made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be Packer football. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, exit. Get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 59. Step.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. This is first and goal from about the 8. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey, Charlie. 6-6, pull it high.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal.
61, matchbox, right. 5.
On second down, Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal.
Go. X3. Do it, get it.
Back to throw. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We've still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Box it.
On second and 9, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st down, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here I come.
General West. Smooth.
Check 38.
Ready.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Recon, 152 fighter.
He's coming.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Hey, check 26.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Check 56.
Hey, check 26.
Got the field defense.
Slant.
He's going for it, moving.
They go play action here on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
A gain of 14.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Kill.
Jump out. Yeah, live.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
56.
Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Room here to run. And out across midfield down to the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, Delta.
Three bud.
To throw on second down. Herbert. This is Jennings. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go. Do it.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and 10 at the 41
Go.
yard line.
18 Gator.
Here we go.
Shoot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check it back. Go.
looking to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight right. 4 down. Hey, wahoo!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, it's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 22, Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They're running it. Slam.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike 56.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Ready.
2nd and 6. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
42, Mike 42. Ricky. Mike's 4-2. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. Hey, Foxtrot. Get that quarterback.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Mike, hey, lock it. 59. Bud. Rush in. Mike's 5-9.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
52, come on. Check. Tighten up. Kill.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Darius Jennings that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This is a counter play. Eckler And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Let's get it. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go.
To throw on third down. Herbert lets it go for Nelson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Take 30. You gonna see me and you.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short in exchange of running plays, keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
88. Box it. 56. Let's go, defense.
To throw again. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. From 10 yards out. The Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Right there. All day, baby.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Packers 28, Chargers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Throwing again. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Sam on.
Kill. Turn up.
Bam.
Bang, bang.
Hey, Echo.
Mike, check.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike's 42.
Smith. Get it.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And Allen's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the ship.
Greystone travel.
Watch the ship. Big edge.
Ready.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here we go.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Mike 42. 42. Mike 42, check, check, Mike 42. Hey, keep it up.
Protein spill.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Head up.
Passing play, Flacco. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Hey, high 7.
42's Mike, 42's Mike. Hey, let's get this, get this. "42's the mic, boys, 42. 42's the mic. Let's go.
Hey, Delta. Leo. Secret.
Third and just one. It's Flacco. It's caught. Nelson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
No gain on this defense, no gain. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Here we go. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Christian Kirksey in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 58 now.
After the sack on 1st down, Flacco for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Down. 10 logo.
Here we go. Tight right. 4 down. Check.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Here we go.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. From my heart and soul and so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest.
Pac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions.